Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this cool looking text animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. So if you are new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So as always, here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition. I'll call it as main animation. Width is 1920, height 180, frame rate 30, and duration I'm going to choose 10 seconds, and background color is black color, and simply hit OK. Go to choose grid and guide option and hit on title selection to get this kind of grid. Now I'm going to select my text tool, and for the font I'm going to choose Oswald and medium version. Now you need to type whatever text you want. I'm going to type simple text like this: hi. Select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Now press S for scaling option and scale this text at appropriate size. You can go to the character menu and let's decrease the distance between these alphabets. Press S again to increase the size of it like this. OK. Press V and let's move this over here like this. Now I'm going to select this text and I'll hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. Press V and let's bring this downwards like this. Okay. Now we will select both the text and we will hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, and we will bring them at the top, and over here I'm going to change the color to yellow. Okay. Let's hide this two text for now. Now let's select this text, right click, go to the create and create shape from text. Now delete this layer, third one. Then select this one, right click, create shape from the text and delete this high 4 layer. Now select both the text, go to the search option and type path over here. So now it will automatically create the path of each and every alphabet. So first thing we need to do that, sorry, hit Control Z. First thing we need to do that we need to create keyframe on each and every one path like this. Okay, and hit U like this. Now go to around 1 second. Now let's select this, and first of all select this selection tool and create keyframes on each and every alphabet like this. Now first select this one and click on any keyframe, and then we will select all of them like this, and by holding shift I'm gonna move this over here. Then select this one, select any keyframe, select all of them and move this over here. Okay, so if I say this, I'll get something like this. Now I'm going to select this one and this option over here. Let's select this much portion, and by holding shift I'm going to move this over here like this, and then select this middle things and let's bring this over here. Okay, make sure to hold shift. Now I am going to select this portion. Let's click on any path, and then we will select this lower portion of this eye and we will bring this over here like this. Then we will select this layer, we will click on any option, we will select this much portion of this G and we will bring this over here. Let's select this area again, let's bring this downwards. Okay, and at last we will select this edge portion, and by holding shift I'm going to select this area also, move this downwards like this. Select this much portion and by holding shift I'm going to move this over here. Okay, so let's make this fit. So if I see, I'll get this kind of animation. Now select all the keyframes, hit F9. Let's go to the graph editor, select this graph and hold shift, move this handle over here and this handle over here like this. Okay, so if I see this thing now, I'll get something like this. Now if you see over here, this, if you move this keyframes, as you guys can see, the edge is gonna start to animate later. So now what I'm gonna do, Go to the start, hit page down button 2 times. Let's select this path and let's move this over here. Hit page down button 2 times, select this path and let's move this over here. Hit page down button 2 times, then we will select this path and we will move this over here. Hit page down button 2 times, we will select this path and move this over here. Hit page down button 2 times, we will select this path and let's move this over here. Page down button 2 times, we'll select this path and let's move this over here. Okay, so let's see, we will get this kind of weird looking animation. And if you want, you can adjust the alternately also, like right now I'm getting this kind of stuff, but if you suppose if you don't want to this alternations, then it is also okay. This is just an extra option that you can follow, but right now I am going to keep it as it is, like I want all of them should start to animate over here. Okay, so let's hide these two things for now. Now we need to understand that we have these two text layers over here which we need to animate. So let's go to select this first text which is at the downwards. So now let's go to the animate menu, go to the position property, uh, and move this position totally up to here like this. Go to the range selector, create one keyframe at the start, go to around 1 second, let's make this 100. Okay, go to the start again, go to the add menu, property, and choose tracking and make this negative value like this, like this. Okay, so this is for this one. Then we will select this fourth layer, go to the animate menu and choose position again, and let's bring this downwards. Now go to the range selector, create one keyframe, select this, hit U, go over here and let's make this 100. Also we need to add properties and tracking and make this negative value, so we will get this kind of animation. Now select keyframes of both the starts, hit F9, go to the graph editor, let's select this graph, hold shift, move this handle over here and this handle over here. Okay, hit U. So if I see, I'll get something like this. Now I'm going to select this layer, go few frame forwards around 10 frames and let's move this over here like this. Now I'm going to create one mask, so let's choose rectangle tool and select any color and let's create one mask layer. Select the shape layer, hit enter, let's call it as mask and hit OK. Let's bring this over here, let's hide this text for now. Now this is going to be my mask for this one, so I'm going to choose alpha mask. Then select this mask, hit Ctrl D, bring this over here, select this text too and choose alpha inverted mask. Okay, hit U. So now I'll see first this and then this. Okay, and after that select all of them and let's go to the start and let's play. First this and hold alt, close bracket, and let's go over here. Now select both these layers, I'll enable them and then I'll move them over here. So now if I see this animation, I'll get this, then this. Okay, so I'll get this kind of animation over here. Now select all of them, press Ctrl Shift C and I'll call it as 1 and let's call it as 1 and hit OK. Now I'm going to select my image over here, let's put this image over here, press S and let's scale it like this. Let's adjust it like this. Okay, and if you choose alpha mask, obviously you will get this thing over here, but what we need to do, let's add this image for now. After this I'm going to move this image over here, let's enable this image and then I'm going to create one ellipse by holding shift. Let's create one ellipse, press Ctrl Alt O, go to the align tab, align it horizontally and align it vertically. Let's move this ellipse over here and go move this over here. Now go few frame forward. Now I know at this point my text is going to start to animate, so I'll select both of them and I'll move them over here. Now select the shape layer, press S, let's increase the size. Initially let's create one keyframe, go few frame forwards which is around over here and create another keyframe, then go to the start and let's make this 0. select this image, press F4 and choose alpha mask like this. Now select those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph, hold shift to move this handle over here and this handle over here. So if I see, I'll get this kind of animation for this. Now select this image, go to the start, press R for rotation. Let's make this 10 rotation, or let's say 5 on 5 only, or let's say 6, and create one keyframe. Go few frame forward and let's make this -6. So we will get one rotation animation for this image also, like this. Let's move this totally up to here. Now go to the start, let's move this over here, select both the layers, press Ctrl Shift C and let's call it as image and hit OK. So let's see from the start, first this, then this. Now select this image and choose alpha mask first, then select this one layer and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it and bring this downwards and enable it like this. So if I see this, I'll get this, then this. Okay, but over here as you guys can see, at some point we cannot see our text properly. So for that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select this one layer, I'll hit Ctrl D and I'll bring this at the top. Then let's go over here. Now go to the first layer, I'll hit Ctrl D to duplicate it and it's gonna create two, and by holding Alt I'm going to replace this layer with this two. Then double click to open this. Now select both the layers, and now I don't want any fill over here, and over here I want stroke, and stroke width I'm going to choose 1 pixels. The same thing we need to do this for this text also. Select both the text and go to the character menu and we will delete the fill. We will choose white stroke and stroke width, let's choose 1 like this. So go to the main animation. Now we will get this and then this. Now but over here as you guys can see, I don't want any stroke for this middle ones. So how can I remove that? So let's select this layer, let's go to the rectangle tool and I'm going to create one mask on this layer and let's make this inverted. Okay, and let's select this layer and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, press M and now select disable this inverted mask. Okay, now I'm going to select this, right click, go to the reveal layer in source project, which is our 2, select this, hit Ctrl D to duplicate it and by holding Alt I'm going to replace it. Now over here I don't want much more stroke thing, so double click to open this, select both the strokes and for the stroke I'm going to choose 0.5, select this two and choose 0.5 over here also. So let's see. So as you guys can see, in middle one we don't have much more stroke effect over here like this. Okay, and if you want that image at the background, so all you need to do is simply select this image, you can simply hit Ctrl D and you can bring this downward but delete this alpha mask, press S and scale it like this. Okay, press T for opacity and let's make this opacity totally up to 20% and go to the effect and presets panel and search for blur effect and we will apply Gaussian blur effect on it and we will make this blur. So if I see this animation, I'll get something like this, and you can move this image over here also, so this will animate a little bit early. Okay, hit U. Now right click new and create one null object, select all of them and make it apparent with this null one. Select this null one, press P for position and by holding Alt I'm going to apply wiggle expression on it. Let's call it 3,3. So along with this animation we will get a little bit of wiggle effect over here also, and if you want then you can play around with the stroke widths also. For example, suppose you can give it 3, so we will get something like this over here, and you can select this and decrease the opacity of this stroke also like this. Okay, let's go over here, and if you want then you can apply the stroke width and stroke over here also. So yep, this is how you can create this kind of text, very simple but cool looking text reveal animation inside of After Effects. So that's it for the today's video. We will see you in my next video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you like this tutorial then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. And if you want to create some more interesting animations like this, then check out these two videos. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay tuned.